Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. Difficult to pick ourselves up really with any positivity, but today is Monday and that means that you guys need to know the Chelsea news. We're going to be talking Romelu Lukaku. We're going to be talking the dagger from David Ornstein, and it's not really a dagger in the sense of we get definitive information, but we've got some updates on Chelsea's search for a new manager. We've gone from 5 to 10, which is 2 handfuls, to now just a handful. Could be 5, could be 4, could be 3, could be 2, could be 1, or it could be none. And we could be going out of business because we're an embarrassment to the rest of the footballing society. But that is a little bit too much of an exaggeration. We're also going to talk about Gavi. Because of everything that's been going on at Chelsea, there's been lots of games happening every 2 or 3 days. To talk about news with the way that we've been feeling about things just has seemed like an odd thing to do. Like, how can we possibly get excited for more transfers when we can argue that it's transfers that have put us in this position in the first flipping place? But I want to talk a little bit first of all, before we go into the stories, about Todd Boehly being inside the dressing room. Yesterday I made a video saying Todd Boehly has killed Chelsea Football Club because at the moment it looks as though we've died a death that is almost irreversible, at least in the sense of how this season could potentially go. There isn't much optimism from my half. We've got Real Madrid tomorrow night, and I'm sure when I wake up tomorrow and record and edit and upload my preview for you lot, I'm sure I'll find an ounce of confidence from somewhere. But Todd Boehly in the dressing room for an hour. After some of the things we've heard Todd Boehly say so far since he's been the Chelsea owner, I have so many questions about, as a player, right? Do you take this guy seriously at the moment? If you're a professional footballer playing for Chelsea Football Club, I know that it is a big it's a small thing that's been taken massively out of context, but the 4-4-3 formational comment, right? If Todd Boehly is the guy coming into the dressing room to either dress you up, dress you down, are you going to listen to this guy for an hour if he doesn't even know what footballing formations are? That's the question I've got, and I wonder if all of the so-called pressure that the players are under at the moment, which every footballer playing at this level is under pressure. At a club like Chelsea, when the disparity between expectations and the levels that we're at the moment is so high, that pressure is on an astronomical level. Is Todd Boehly putting the knife into some of them saying, you've not been good enough, it's disgraceful? Does he watch the same things that we see? I'd love to know, but unfortunately, I don't flipping know. But he was in there for an hour. But let's talk now about the new manager search, because we've seen that Nagelsmann, they've been on the phone to him, Enrique, we've had face-to-face meetings, but still, we are managing with Frank Lampard at the moment. We've lost 3 games in a row, likely to be 4 tomorrow, could be 5 by the weekend. And could Frank Lampard possibly not even get to the end of the season? Is the managerial search getting to a point now where we're starting to know who it's going to be? This is a tweet from David Ornstein through The Athletic. Chelsea reduce permanent head coach search from 5 to 10 candidates to a handful. So, like I said, 5 to 10, 2 handfuls. We're down to 1 hand now, as process moves towards appointment in the coming weeks. Race is still open, no firm favourite. Ruben Amorim respected, but not expected to figure in final stages. I don't know why reading that has become so hard there. It's probably because it's a Monday. But at this point, I think we can be sure Nagelsmann looks like he is the favourite for the Chelsea job. And I would probably say that Luis Enrique is also second favourite. I think we've known that for a while. And at the moment, I think they're biding their time because, again, we've got to be keeping in line with what we've said, right? After bringing in Graham Potter saying he's our man, it's a long-term project, and firing him, if Todd Boehly keeps making quick decisions here, it's just going to keep on looking as though we're rushing everything. So I think Frank probably still will be given until the end of the season. And I also think it's the right thing for the new manager to not just walk in to, let's say, Chelsea out the Champions League on our worst Premier League run in however many years. I think it's asking for the energy around that new manager to be focused on the negative results. Whereas a manager coming in at the end of the season, everyone can go away for a month, 6 weeks. That manager can look at everything that's gone wrong this season. He can look at the personnel in this squad. Chelsea will obviously be selling an awful lot of players this summer, probably quickly come the end of the season to try and get those sales in before the end of the FFP year in June. So for a new manager to come in my opinion, I want this to happen post end of the season. And it's, obviously I'm not happy with the job that Frank Lampard has done so far. We're hearing that Lampard on the training ground isn't working on tactical things. He's working on trying to get the best out of individuals. There's not a team of individuals there, Frank. We're not a team or a team of individuals. There's no quality individually apart from maybe Enzo Fernandez and Thiago Silva. There isn't any quality. So work on tactics, please, because otherwise, tomorrow night against Real Madrid, we're going to be taken to the slaughterhouse. I'm telling you that now. So at this point, new manager, come in at the end of the season. Don't come in now whilst everything is at the lowest point it could possibly be. It's just going to begin to tarnish that new era under whoever this next manager is negatively. And we know that the Chelsea owners, they do not want to make the same mistakes again. We have been a catastrophic, chaos-infused club this season. And I think we may as well just accept that we are that for this point. Some more news that I just find ever so slightly concerning because Chelsea, FFP worries, and then you've got this, according to La Gazzetta dello Sport. Inter Milan have made the decision not to renew Romelu Lukaku's loan deal for another season and are already looking for a replacement. So not only that, but we've got the lump to come back and we've also got to try and sell this bloke too. I don't want to see another loan. I just want to see his name off of the Chelsea books. I don't want us to be paying any of that man's wages. And I think we need to flush the toilet, wash our hands with all of the trash that's been around Chelsea in the last 2 years. And yesterday I said, I don't know if the new owners can turn it around, but they can start by making sure that we don't allow these poison drippers to re-enter the club. Lukaku doesn't deserve a second chance, third chance really, if we think about it. So don't give him one. He's not been good enough at Inter Milan, so what makes us think that he's going to be good enough at Chelsea? He's not. We spent 100 million on him. Yes, it's embarrassing again, financially. But there's no way that Romelu Lukaku can walk anywhere near to this Chelsea team. In my opinion, new goalkeeper search. Next story from Fabrizio Romano. Georgian goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili, expected to leave Valencia in any case at the end of the season, despite contract extension signed a few months ago. Good goalkeeper, by the way, and I definitely think that Chelsea will be buying a new goalkeeper this summer. I don't see a world where both Kepa and Mendy stay at Chelsea, so let's keep an eye on this one. Chelsea and Spurs, the two current clubs monitoring the situation of the Valencia keeper. And the final story of the day is an interesting one because we're back talking transfers. We're back talking Barcelona again. Fabrizio Romano, Barca director Mathieu Alemany denies stories on Gavi and Chelsea. Gavi, the central midfielder. We are going to register Gavi for sure. There's no problem. It will be done and completed soon, he told DAZN. Now, Barcelona, telling the truth. Bunch of liars. Fraudulent football club. Paying referees and then heavily denying it. Look, Barcelona, we know your game. We saw it in Europe over 10 years ago when you came to Stamford Bridge, having paid UEFA. Because otherwise there's no way that any referee, even a flipping 7-year-old, would have done a better job that day. So to believe anything that comes out the mouth of anyone to do with Barcelona, I think is foolish. So Gavi, we've not seen him sign the new deal yet at Barcelona. Chelsea have held talks. Chelsea are interested. Do I think that Gavi is the profile of central midfielder that Chelsea Football Club need to sign? Not really. I don't think Gavi is at the level that people expected him to be at. And if Chelsea see Gavi as the central midfielder to bring in this summer to fix the problem in the midfield, then boy oh boy we'll be sat here in a year with the same issues again. I don't think Gavi is a better footballer than Mason Mount. That's just my opinion at this stage from what I've seen from both players in their careers. So let's focus on keeping homegrown talent at Chelsea Football Club. Oh, George is back with the English bias again. Well, yeah, you kind of got to be when there's a quota of homegrown players you need to have registered in a Premier League squad. And we're probably going to be selling Conor Gallagher to either Liverpool, Newcastle or Borussia Dortmund. Trevor Chalobah could be on his way out if Chelsea continue to bring in another centre-half this summer. Ruben Loftus-Cheek could also be sold because he probably should be. And then you start to question, are Chelsea even going to hit the quota of homegrown players? Let alone FFP. Gavi on a free, if it happens, okay. But I don't think he's an improvement on Mount. That is just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below, but let's see if he ends up staying at Barcelona. Difficult to get motivated today for a Chelsea news video, but I do hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button if you did. And tomorrow, I will get excited, I promise, to preview Real Madrid. Come on, you Blues.